The question of whether AI-generated works can be considered art forces us to revisit fundamental philosophical definitions of art, particularly concerning authorship, intention, and the nature of creative expression. We can explore this through the lenses of philosophers like Leo Tolstoy and Arthur Danto. In Leo Tolstoy's seminal work, What is Art?, Leo Tolstoy presents a highly influential and specific definition of art. For Tolstoy, art is not merely about beauty or skill, but primarily about communication and infection. He argues that art is a human activity consisting in this, that one man consciously by means of certain external signs hands on to others' feelings he has lived through, and that other people are infected by these feelings and also experience them. From Tolstoy's perspective, AI-generated works face a significant hurdle in being considered true art. First is lack of lived experience and emotion. An AI, as it currently exists, does not live through experience or possess consciousness, emotions, or intentions in the human sense. It operates based on algorithms and data processing. Therefore, it cannot genuinely hand-on feelings it has lived through, because it has none. Second is absence of conscious intent. Tolstoy emphasizes the conscious act of the artist. An AI doesn't consciously decide to create a work of art to transmit a specific feeling, while humans can prompt and guide AI. The machine itself lacks the intentionality of a human artist trying to express a particular emotion. And the third is the infection problem. If the AI cannot genuinely feel, it cannot genuinely infect others with those feelings. While an AI-generated image might evoke an emotion in a viewer, Tolstoy would argue this is a mere aesthetic reaction to form a subject, not the true infection of a feeling transmitted directly from the artist's soul. Therefore, for a strict Tolstoyan, AI-generated works, however aesthetically pleasing or complex, would likely fall outside the realm of genuine art due to their inability to convey authentic, lived human emotion. And from Danto's perspective, AI-generated works can more readily be considered art. First is the rule of art world. If an AI-generated work is presented in a gallery, discussed by critics, acquired by collectors, and engaged with by art viewing public within the established discourse of art, then it gains art status. The art world, in essence, baptizes it as art. Second is no intrinsic qualities necessary. Danto's philosophy suggests that there are no inherent visual or emotion qualities that definitively mark something as art. Instead, it's the theory and the institutional context that elevate an artifact to the status of art. An AI-generated image therefore can become art if it is presented and accepted such as within the art world. Much like Duchamp's fountain became art not because it was beautiful, but because Duchamp, as an artist with the art world, designated it so. And the third is human agency in the prompt. While the AI generates the image, the human who creates the prompts, curates the outputs, and decides to present a particular AI-generated image as art acts as the conceptual artist. This human agency fulfills the requirement of an agent operating within the art world to confer status, akin to how Warhol conceived of the Brillo box even if factory workers made actual boxes. In conclusion, for a strict emotionalist like Tolstoy, AI-generated works fall short of true art due to the absence of human lived experience and conscious emotional transmission. However, for a contextualist like Danto, AI-generated works can indeed be considered art if they are presented, discussed, and accepted within the established art world, with the human interacting with the AI acting as the conceptual artist who confers status upon the work. The ongoing emergence of AI art forces us to expand or evaluate our definitions, recognizing that art is not a static concept but one that evolves with the human ingenuity and technological advancements.